So guys, we'll learn how to make this video background using CSS and HTML. So you can see if I click on this button, you see as the thing is shrinking, and then we have this video background that is playing and that repeats every time the video finishes. And if I scroll down, so I have three images here that increases, and I also have a text here. So if I go up again, you see as this image contains all the width of this browser. So I'm going to learn how to do this, and if I shrink this down, for now we have, okay, once I get to a mobile, it changed to colon, something like this. So I didn't have time to make it for desktop, but I believe you can do that yourself. So I'm just going ahead and increase this. Okay, so now I have this now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come to my VS Code and see how this can be done. First, my VS Code, I have this empty HTML here. If I come out here, so I have HTML and CSS, which both are empty, as you can see. And if I come to this media, I toggle it down, I have a video called Earth and 3 images down here. So I'm going to just toggle this down and come back to my HTML. I'm going to use emit just to bring this down. Okay, let me close this. I'm going to call this video full screen. Just video full screen. Call it video full screen. Okay, so under video full screen, I'm going to create a div called with the class of wrapper. Class of wrapper. So it's going to wrap the video together. So I'm going to create another div called video wrapper. Okay, that is video wrapper. I'm going to put the video tag. I'm going to put media. That is the folder that it is inside. I'm going to put text. Now let me give an example of what I mean by this. Now if you toggle this, and I have this folder and I have this video. So this folder actually comes first before the video MOV. So under this one, I'm going to put another div called text wrapper. That text wrapper, I'm going to put something like explore it, and H1 called explore it. Okay, under this H1, I'm going to put another paragraph. See, I'm going to put a paragraph. See the beauty of our planet inside out. Inside out. So if I scroll down, I'll go. I'll see. Oh, I made a mistake here. This should be. I'm gonna put it. This should be a class. This should be. I'm gonna cut this. This should be a div. A class of video wrapper. Yeah, something like that. I'm going to come out of this div here. I'm going to create a main. Now, main is just like a wrapper, just like a div. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to create a section. Okay, that is section. I'm going to add. I'm going to call this section. I'm going to call this. I'm going to give the class of section image. Okay, section image. Now, if I come down here, I'm going to call this image. I'm going to give it a div of image row. So I'm going to apply row here. So that is image row. I'm going to create an image tag of media, like I showed you the other time. I'm going to put 1. Now, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to hold down Shift Alt and arrow down 2 times rather. Create extra 2 copy of this. I'm going to call this 2. I'm going to call this 3. So when I'm done with this 3, I'm going to come down of this one and just create another section. So I'll call this text. Oh no, not this one. I should put something like this. Put a full stop. Okay. So here I have an H1 called learn about it. Right here, I'll put a paragraph called Lorem 50. I'm going to get 50 dummy text right here. So basically, this is all I need for this episode, for this part. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm just going to save this, and let's scroll up and see. We've not linked our CSS, so let's do that. I'm going to call this link. I'm going to call this main.css. Save this. I'm going to open this. I'm going to open this in my VS Code live extension, live reload. So I open it now. You see that I have just this blank HTML file. Okay, as you can see with all these large images. And now you see this video that I have here is not playing. Now it won't play if you just load the video, unlike this one. So I have here, it won't play. Okay, so we have to come to our HTML tag, right? This one. We should have something like auto play. I want it to play automatically. I want it to loop. So this loop means that this will play, okay, without you clicking on the play icon. This one will actually repeat it after the video after the video finish loading. So that's the work of these two. Let me save it, okay, and then go back. Let's see what we have. It's taking time to load. Let's see. Okay, this is the video, and I'm going to remove all this image for now, so I can have time to focus on the video. So let's do that. So add it later session. So I'm going to just add light from here to this point. I'm going to just comment it out, so I can focus on the video aspect. So let me come here. Okay, so now we have only the video. So the first thing I'm just going to come to my CSS. Okay, so I'm going to add this. I'm going to add this wildcard for before. I'm going to add for after as well. After. So I'm going to say box sizing, border box. I'm going to say margin 0. I'm going to say padding. And no, all this is an option. If you don't like it, you can just ignore them. But I like putting them because it will remove extra margin. And you must have noticed it in other tutorials. So everything has removed. The margin and padding we are seeing has removed. So let's see how this can be done. Am I having an error here? This before, okay, before, and after. Let me save it again. Let's go back. Okay, now that's worked perfectly. So the next thing to do is I'm going to target my wrapper. Now the wrapper is actually the first thing that we have there. If I come to the HTML again, you see that the first section we have there, if I scroll up, is the wrapper. As you can see now, we have this wrapper. So let's work with the wrapper. First, I'm going to say display flex. I'm going to say flex direction. I'm going to say column. I'm going to say align item center. Justify content center. So the next I'm going to do, I'm going to say flex wrap. Now flex wrap so means that you want it to wrap when you resize the browser. So I want it to wrap, and I want to put overflow to hidden. Overflow should be hidden. If I save this, let's see what we have. Okay, now you see that the overflow at the bottom has not been removed. Now let's work on the other part. So I'm going to scroll down. Let's work on the other part. So the other one that we're working on now is the video. We're going to do the video. We're going to do the video wrapper. Alright, so in the video wrapper, we're going to say max width of 100 VW. I'm going to say max height of 100 view height. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to say z index. Now let me save this so that I see where we need is the index. If I save this and I scroll down, I see that there are some text that is supposed to be here. The text is not showing. So what we can do now is to use the index to actually bring it upwards. I'll use the index of say -1. Okay. So if I save it, let's see what we still have. Okay, as you can see, all the text is not showing. I don't know if you are seeing this text. For now, they are dark, but you see them. So now this index actually take this video to the back, okay, so that the text can appear upward. So I'll say overflow hidden. Okay, so if I save this, as you can see, all the overflow has removed. So let me go up now. You see, this is how it should be. The text is now down. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll down and then check the third one that I'm working on. Scroll down like this. So I'll say video wrapper before, okay. Now what we need, what this before is that, okay, if I come here and if I come back here, you see that in this first video we have this blue overlay, okay, covering this thing. Okay, now this blue overlay is what we want to create. Okay, so let me just come back here. Now the best way to create it is you can use a pseudo element. Okay, so now to do that, I will just say content. I'm gonna put two arches there. There's a content. I'm not gonna put anything here. You can put anything here. The text will actually show, but for now I'm not gonna put anything. So I'm going to say height of 100 VH. Okay, so I'm going to say width of 100 VW, viewport height. So I'll say position absolute. So I want it to be absolute to the page. I'm going to say background. I'm going to say RGBA, something like this. Okay, then I'm going to put 15.573. I'm going to say 0.5. Okay, so let me see what we have. So if I come here, now you see, as you can see what I have there now. This is the overlay, but let me make it even much more better. Now if I just reduce this, okay, and I do something like this, and I said background. Let me just show you what I mean. If I change this to blue, I can just change this to blue like this. Just press this, save it. You see that I have just a blue background here. Okay, and we use my explore. So there's another thing I can do. I can either use opacity, okay, opacity, and just say until like 0.4, okay, and reduce the blue. As you can see now, this blue you are seeing, okay, is covering this video. So I'm reducing the thickness so that we can see through it. Okay, that's the sentence I'm doing here. So I'm just going to get rid of this color instead of using this one. So we're going to use RGBA. Okay, now this A stands for alpha, so it's going to make it transparency. So if I remove this thing now, why this value we have here is our transparent value. Okay, so I'm just going to save it. I'm going to come back here, so we're going to have the same thing. Alright, I hope you're following along. So the next thing I'm going to do, if I come back here again, so that I have this overflow. Okay, I don't want all this overflow scroll, so I'm going to be moving them one after the other. So I will say overflow, I will say hidden. So let me save it and see if everything has moved. Alright, so as we go along, I will move the other ones. Now the next thing I'm going to do is we are going to be targeting the video wrapper. So let's see how the video wrapper looks like. Now we've targeted this video wrapper. So we want to target this one. Okay, so let's go back to our CSS and see what we've done so far. If I scroll here, so we target the video wrapper. We target the before. Now we want to target the video itself. So I'll say video wrapper. Alright, I'll say video. Okay, now I'm going to target inside it. I'll say width 100%. Now I want it to have 100%. Okay, 100% of. Let me explain this again. Now if you come here, you notice that I put on I use here we have max height of 100 viewpoints and max height of 100 viewport height. So now we want this this video to have 100% of that one. Okay, 100% of what to create there. So the height also should have 100%, right? So I would now set overflow to hidden. Now yes, I'm using overflow a lot because I don't want the video to flow past the other side. As you can see, the video is now positioned to the center, unlike before. So let's wait and let it reload again. I'll see how the thing works. You see how the video is now positioned to the center. If I scroll it like this, you see it. So now that's for that. Now the next thing that we're going to be working on is if I come here and I come back here, you see that we have this edit text here positioned at the middle, and here we also have the text right at the bottom of this page. So we're going to work on that. So to do that now, I will just say text. I'll just something like text wrapper. Text wrapper. I'll do something like position. Is it position? Yeah, position. Absolute. Okay. I'll say top of let's say 30%, and I'll say bottom 70%. Let's add this to play out for us. Okay, let's see if I save it. Okay, see where it's in position. That thing is too far up. So let me just make it 40-60. 40-60. So then I'm going to add a color of white, FFF for white. So if I save back, you see that I have something like this. So basically that's for the text wrapper. So I'm going to go down again. I'm going to check. The next one we'll be talking about is we're going to talk about the let's check it again. We're talking about this. If you see this text wrapper we have here and the one that we have here, okay, we have this one at the middle, and this one we also have a different text. So what I'm going to do now, boys, I'm just going to, you see the same thing that we have, this text wrapper. So we're going to come here and we're going to check this text wrapper. Where is the text wrapper? Now we have an H1, also have a big paragraph. So we are going to work on both of the H1 and the big paragraph. So I'll say text wrapper H1. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I will also say font size. Is it font size? Yeah. No, font family. Font family of Stella. So I'm using the font for Stella. Now I'm not going to link anything actually, because I have this font installed on my system already. So I'm going to be using a font size of 4EM. And I'm going to be using text align center. Okay, so let me save it and see what this will give us. Okay, this will give us something like this. Don't worry, I'll put text here in the middle. So the next thing I'm going to do again, I'm just going to come down here and say, okay, that's basically that. I'm going to check the next one. Now it's time for us to check on the paragraph. I'll say paragraph that we have font family. I will use Gabriola. Okay, and then I'm going to use a font size of 2EM. I'm going to use text align of center, font style italics. So now we have this. Let's see how this goes out. So we have something like this. So now the other thing that I'm going to do, if I scroll down, alright, so the next thing I'm going to be doing, we're going to be targeting something. If you look here, there's a button here. Let me see if the button is still there. There should be a button called go. Okay, we didn't add it. There should be a link that doesn't shoot anywhere. It's just a button of go. Okay, something like this. Now if I come back here, Now you should see the button show. Yeah, this one. So we're going to target it with our CSS. So I'll say okay, I think let me give this a class of an ID of btn. So we'll just target it directly. Okay, so I'll say btn. Now after this btn, I'll say display. Now once you have to know that display, I'll say block. How to display this to block and turn into a block level element. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to say font text decoration. I'm going to say none. My system is too slow. I'm going to say none. Then I will say color. I will say FFF white. Then I will say text align. I will say center. Then I will say margin. Now let's look at how far we have gone with this. As you can see, go here. The thing has been centered to the middle. So what I'm going to do next, I will say margin. I'll say 0 or 2. So once 0 at the top and right, and once or 2, I want it to take automatically shape of the left and right side axis. So I'll save this. If I come back here, you still have the same thing. But although it still has changed, but look as if it's the same thing, but it has changed. So now the same thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to put padding. Okay, before I even put padding, I think I should put a background color. So you have an idea. Background RGBA. Okay, I'm going to put something like 255. Now 255 stands for white. Okay, I'm going to put 0.3.3. If I save this now, if I come here, let's see what we have. Now we have something like this. Now the reason I do this first, so that you know how the padding works. So we're going to come here now and just apply padding. I'm going to say padding. Let's say padding of padding 1 EM. That is for the up and the bottom. And then we'll have 2 EM for the left and right. So I'll save this. If I come here now, you see something like this. So now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to target the border radius. So I'll say border radius. So border radius, I'll put I think 5 pixels. Okay, I'll save this. You see, now we have a border radius of 5 pixels. Now we don't want it to be this big actually, so I will say width. I don't want it to be this big. I will say width 50%. Now I want to take 50% of the container of its container. You see now we have a container here, so this should just take 50% of this container of itself. Okay, so that's it. So now about this text, I want this text here. I think the default one that we have is Times New Roman that I set on my browser. So I'm going to change it to something like Calibri, because I think Calibri looks a lot smoother. So I will say fonts family. I'll say Calibri. I think it's Calibri Light. Yeah, let me see how this has played out. Just had an error. Okay, then I have Calibri Light. Sometimes if you're working with a video, you usually have a loading error because the video usually load, and if it not load properly, you normally have an error. So I'm going to come back here now. I'm going to check. I'm going to work on the overstate. Alright, it's time for us to work on the overstate. If I come here and I come to this part, if I click on this video, you see how the thing is going out, the thing is reducing. So we're going to use transform to do that. So I'm going to say btn over. Alright, so I'll say transform. I'm going to say scale. I'm also going to scale the property to 0.95. I want it to be very, very tiny, not too much. So this will actually take it down. See? As the thing is going down. and the thing is going down. So that's it for the transform. Now the next thing I'm going to be working on now is the image section. So let's come back here. No, not this one. This one. Let's come back here. I want to work on this other section. So we are done with the first section here. But I think it's still going by the side. Let me see what I can do to that part. Test wrapper. I think I need to put right. Let's see. Alright, now we have it centered image. Now sometimes, like I said, this might be the result of the video loading. Okay, 25 instead 25%. So let's check this out. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now, we are going to be targeting our image. So I'm going to come down back. I'm going to come right here and just come here. I'm going to select all this. I'm going to target this. I'm going to target this image row. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to target this image row. I'm going to target the image within it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say width. I'm going to set the width to 300 pixels. Set the height to 150 pixels. And if I save it, I think I should have a reasonable. I'm having a loading error here. I'm having a loading error most of the time with this. So now the image has all been reduced. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. Now after that, I'm going to put a box shadow of 8 pixels. Pixels, 10 pixels, 0, RGBA, and RGBA. Okay, I'm going to put 0, 0, 0, 0.4. Okay, if I save this, now you can see the box shadow beneath there. So that's for that. Now the next I'm going to be doing is border radius, 10 pixels, and I'm going to be doing cursor pointer. So if I save this and I come down here, see that now I can point at all these things. Now there's something we need that we should have put before the now. So I'm going to look at the image row. I'm going to copy this image row. I'm going to target the image row container. So the image row container should take display flex, I should flex direction, should say row. Alright, and I'm going to say justify content should be space around. Alright, so if I save it, let's see how this plays out. So this is it here. I think I'm having error here, double error. So let's save it and see. Okay, now space around does work perfectly. Now the other thing that I need actually, now we need padding. The padding of 3 em and 0. So bottom and left should have at least 0 padding. Then we have something like this. Okay, so basically this is it. So I background of CCC. If I save this, and then I come back here, see this, I have the background change there. So now basically we are almost done with this tutorial. So now this image is still static, so we have to put an overlay first so that the thing should grow. At least it should be able to grow, and we should have should have it increase a little bit. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to target this one. Let's copy it. I'm going to repaste it. I'm going to wipe out all these things that we have inside here. Alright, and I'm just going to put an overstate. Okay, on overstate I'm just going to say transform scale 0.5. That's 1.05. Okay, so if I save it, okay, alright, so that's that for that. Now this transform actually increase the size of the image just a little bit. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do my section. Now let's set our section text. Now let me show you where all this section text is before I proceed. If I come here, come back to my HTML, and I scroll down, you see that I have a div with section text, and I have each one of then about it, and I have this paragraph. It is our section text. Now if I come here, that's what we want to do, and if I go back to my browser, okay, you see the section text right here. So now let's work on the section text. My section text is going to take a padding of 3 em all round, and a background color of RGB. No, not A. This is just RGB, no A. Of 535252. So this is just like a very, very dark gray color. So if I scroll down, you'll see what I mean here. Yeah, something like this. Then after that, I need we need now we need to target the first one, which is we need to target the section text h1. Alright, so let me scroll down. H1, I'm going to target the color. Oh, not this one. Okay, so the color should be at least white. Then we should target the font family monospace. Then we should target the text transform uppercase. Okay, then we should target the letter spacing 10 pixels. Then we should target the text align center. Then we should do padding. Of 1. Is it padding? Padding bottom 1 em. So basically that's it. Let me save it. Okay, so something like this. Now I want to come down again and test the 15. I want to say section text. Now with the test for the h1. Okay, and this is what we have. We have this. We also have a space here. Okay, so what I'm looking for now is this text. Now the text, we need a color of not too much, of white, that's so that it can be very, very visible. And we need a font family of Calibri. I need Calibri light, not just Calibri light. Okay, so I need a line height of 20 pixels, and then we also need a text align to be set to center. So let's see what we have here. If I come back here, now I have something like this. Okay, so text align be sent to center. So basically this is it. This is the whole of it. Let's take a look at it one more time. Let's see what needs to be done. So if I come back here now, okay, I have everything fixed properly. And if I scroll like this, okay, I take it to that everything is still a mess. So there's something we need to do. We need to go ahead and fix this, okay? So we need to go ahead and fix that. So let us first of all reduce this, and let's shrink this browser. Alright, so let's do it like this. Now I'm going to add media query to this. I'll say add media. Which is the one you can see here. Okay, we change to column, and and why this one we just leave it the way it is. Okay, we not touch it. So it's just this up one here and this other one that will just change. Okay, so I'll just leave it this way. So guys, basically I'll stop for this tutorial. I don't want it to be don't want it to be longer than this, and besides this system is kind of very slow for this tutorial. I don't know why I have it like that. So just feel free, let me hear what you have to say. If you like to feel free to like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you in my next video. Okay, this is the previous one we did. So take care.